Do you remember Ybn Nahmir? It's been a minute since I made one of these videos, and I finally figured out who I wanted to do next. Ybn Nahmir took off a good minute ago off of a song called Rubbing Off the Paint, which was a catchy lyrical song that took off instantly. A lot of people were really excited to see what he was going to drop next, and it seems he was going to become one of the faces of hip-hop. He would start off being part of the Ybn rap group, which means he was affiliated with Ybn Cordae and Almighty J. Cordae and Nahmir would really carry the group throughout all of it, as Almighty J never really dropped anything too crazy. It really wouldn't matter since eventually Ybn would split up in 2020, all due to poor management, not even their fault to be honest. They got taken advantage of by their label, and they all just decided that it was best to go solo. Bounce Out with that would also go platinum and also be one of his biggest songs ever, but sadly since this, he hasn't had the same motion. He would drop Vision Land, and since then you could kind of tell that he was going through some identity issues. He wasn't really sure what type of rapper he was trying to be at this point, and he still hasn't really kind of figured it out. Songs like Pop Like This and Rent Due really shows you that, since they completely sound like a different person. You can tell it's Ybn Nahmir, but his style definitely changed. Or changes, since he flip-flops sounds pretty often. Now you probably remember he was in some beef with Ybn Almighty about some money. If not, Ybn Almighty pretty much owed Ybn Nahmir money, and he wasn't wanting to pay the full 10 bands that he was supposed to, and it led to them beefing and wanting to box. The boxing match literally never happened, but during this whole beef, Ybn Almighty J ended up exposing Ybn Nahmir. He would show pictures of Ybn Nahmir throwing up a Crip sign, and then he would follow up with another image showing him throw up a GB. This caused a lot of controversy, obviously, since you can't really switch gangs if you're in a gang, and this is definitely one of the leading causes why Ybn Nahmir's career is where it is. The expectations for this rapper were through the roof, and it definitely sucks seeing where his career has landed, seeing it come from start to end. And I say start to end because take a look at these numbers. They are not very impressive, and it really goes on to show how much can change in just a matter of a few years. His last track to actually pull in decent views was with 21 Savage, and it was Opstapa, and the song was pretty forgettable, and I don't think anyone really remembers it. Recently, he has struggled to even get over 50,000 views, and I guess him and Almighty J are cool now since they dropped a song together, and that was the only one that actually got over 100,000 views recently. Even the World Star music video drop couldn't save him, and it's clear people kind of forgot about him, and I did too for a little bit. Now, is there any coming back for Ybn Nahmir at this point? Sadly, I don't think so. The only time he would probably pop up in any news or anything will be about controversy. Sadly, he put himself in a tough predicament, and it looks like the hole is 5 out of 6 feet deep, and it's too late to turn back. It's sad to see happen since, you know, he took off and pretty much put everyone on. But I only hope future artists have learned from this video, and since you made it to the end, you should probably subscribe, like, and comment since you definitely like the content. With all that out of the way, y'all stay notorious. Peace out.
Hey, for the pussy if it walk like this.